viewers, it's time for my 136th episode of Aspie with Attitude. My name is David, I'm autistic with speech difficulties and have the speaker syndrome, and that's why I call myself an Aspie. On this entire YouTube channel, it's more than the test pattern special effects that you see in the start to finish of every video contents, and the fidget spinners, especially on my fidget spin nose trick and the special effects that sits above it. In this channel, I like to talk about autistic issues. I like to do a bit of light entertainment, just like what you see in episode 135 when I did the Doctor Who parody. And also I like to make fun-filled videos with the Walk With Me, Aspie Chef and all my Lego videos. And every time when I'm in these videos, I'm always dressed the same in every occasions, since I really like the pants and the t-shirts and the hat and the hoodies that I wear. Before I begin to shed light on what it is to have an autistic meltdown, have you ever had a chance to see episode 25? I've uploaded this YouTube content way back on the 27th of October 2018 when I did talk about autism and meltdowns. And it was on the 30th of May 2020. I have uploaded my top 5 greatest video uploads of all time. And as it happens though, episode number 25 made the list to be the 3rd greatest YouTube upload with 23 likes and 203 views at the time when episode 136 was uploaded. And speaking of episode 136, which is the video content that you're watching, it's going to be a full explanation. Why is it just so wrong for parents to film their autistic children having a meltdown? And then they go ahead and share the video content on video sharing social media platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram or over TikTok. And this is what this video upload is going to be about. I'm going to briefly explain what having an autistic meltdown once again and what it's all about, just like I've even explained it all back in episode 25, Autism Meltdown. It's when an autistic individual gets overwhelmed from sensory discomfort or sensory challenges. Well, it could be too much noise, being in such a crowded place, or having an item of clothing that feels uncomfortable. And if an individual on the autism spectrum experiences a sensory overload, this could send an individual into stage 1, which is called a panic mode. And if the sensory overload isn't addressed in the stage 1 process, this will come to the second stage, stage 2, which is the rage mode. And what a rage mode is, this is the actual meltdown that I've been trying to explain in this video. And once the sensory overload has been resolved and been addressed, after an individual going through the stage 2, it will actually move to stage 3, which is called the recovery mode. Autistic meltdowns could happen anywhere, anytime, at any age of an individual, whether it's a child, a teenager, or an adult or an elderly. And having meltdowns is all fact of being autistic. Now, do I finish repeating the meaning of an autistic meltdown as I explained back on episode 25, which was uploaded on 27th of October 2018. And if you see all the way through the end, through the magnificent special effects that I always put on to finish off the video, I'll be leaving a thumbnail at the end. So like, we're in a moment for episode 136, which is called Say No to Autistic Meltdown Videos. First off, I'd like to explain children who are on the autism spectrum are more vulnerable to having meltdowns because children aren't adults. No child has an independence to control their own movements like any adults would, whether if this individual is autistic or neurotypical. And I'd like to explain parents who are raising autistic children. They'll experience seeing their child on the spectrum having a meltdown. And having autistic meltdowns is a fact of being autistic. I'd like to explain some common cases when any parents who would see their autistic child having a meltdown. And what they do wrong is, there have been some parents, instead of trying to calm their child down while doing a stage 2 meltdown, which I explained in the rage mode, instead of calming them down to bring them to stage 3 recovery mode, and even without an AWA-E136, they'll just pull out their smartphones, they'll just start videoing their child having their meltdown. And the worst case scenario is, some irresponsible parents do end up putting these videos up on video sharing social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Twitter and Instagram. And now, this is when it gets really ugly. First off, all these videos do get opinionated, and if they're not too careful, some of these video contents end up on Try Not to Laugh YouTube channels, and those videos can easily go viral. And this is something that parents who are raising autistic children don't realise if they're in the habit of filming their child having an autistic meltdown and sharing it through social media. And I'm just saying, all these videos can end up on comedy YouTube channels, and they could be included into the Try Not to Laugh compilation challenges. And this is how ableism could grow, because there are ableism who watch these autistic meltdown videos from comedy genres on video sharing social media platform, and they'll only just see this as a laughing matter. As it happens, autistic meltdowns is no laughing matter, and autistic meltdowns isn't funny at all. This is a humiliating situation, especially for an autistic child into their stage 2 of their autistic meltdowns. And it's the fact that we can't stop autistic children from having meltdowns, and since that meltdowns is a fact of being autistic, and just filming your child is just like staring and gawking, doing nothing without even saying, "Are you okay?" Well, in that situation, more responsible parents will calm their child down, and it's the irresponsible parents that will film their child and put up on social media. Because once an autistic child has a meltdown, privacy is the #1 priority. Well, it's just like as if any child would be sitting on the toilet and that child would be doing a poop. Of course, no one would ever film a little kid sitting on the toilet doing a poo. Well, in several cases though, an autistic child having a meltdown is the same as anyone else who goes to the toilet and has a shower, because total privacy is the priority in a meltdown situation of any autistic children, even adults too. Well, children have rights, and they have an entitlement of privacy as much as all adults do. Filming an autistic child having a meltdown, especially in public places, is an embarrassing situation, and it's responsible for the public not to look and just keep on walking. And more responsible parents will keep their phones in their pockets, will calm their child down, and bad parents will just film it. It even gets ugly when they do share it on social media. I hope you listened and understood this video content from Aspie with Attitude. Well, this could be a first time that you're watching this video. If you really enjoyed my video content, why not please subscribe to my YouTube channel from Aspie with Attitude by clicking the subscribe button. And also, if you'd like to keep up to date with more of my video contents, please also ring the notification bell to keep up to date with Aspie with Attitude. And also, to show more support and more dedication to my channel, please don't forget to like and share my videos around with your friends, with your family, with your autistic community and your autistic groups, whether it's from a Facebook group or any autistic forums like Wrong Planet or Autism forums. And there's as many around that I probably don't even know of. And also don't forget to leave a comment down below, because I'd like you to have your say on the subject about, is this wrong for parents of autistic children to film their meltdowns and publish this on social media? And also I'd like to say, before I get back to the couch and sign off, is please put your video phones away when you see any individuals on the autism spectrum having a meltdown, because every autistics and every Aspies are entitled to that kind of privacy at any age they are. Doesn't matter if they're 3, 50 or even 40 years old. And if you see this happening in the public area, well, please don't look and you just walk away. Anyway, it's no fault for any autistic individuals to act like this in everyday society, because we face many sensory challenges that could lead us to autistic meltdowns anywhere, anytime, at any age. And before I sign out though, I hope you really listen to all the contents that I've said throughout the whole entire video about autistic meltdowns. And I say no to autistic meltdown videos on social media. And I'm going to pull this one off with a fidget spin nose trick. And I'd like to say thanks for watching, thanks for listening to Aspie with Attitude, peace and respect, and see you next time. And put your phones away if you see an autistic individual having a meltdown. See you next time.